Let's face it, stress isn't going away. If you are like most people, you may be experiencing more stress in your everyday life, trying to juggle this and that, professionally and personally. But that doesn't mean you need to allow yourself to become paralyzed by stress, or let it build up and become chronic, which can compromise your immune system and, in turn, negatively impact your overall health and well-being. What makes one person sail through a challenging or chaotic event while another struggles depends, in part, upon one's coping strategies. Whether our challenges are great or small, they can serve as a springboard for growth and transformation. We have a choice. We can choose to discover their gifts or bury our heads in the ground and pretend everything will be fine. I had my own frightening experience with fear and anxiety when I was first diagnosed with breast cancer in 1995, and then again, exactly 2 years later, in my other breast. My initial thoughts were filled with all those scary what-if scenarios, wondering if I was going to die, if my son was going to lose his mother, my husband his wife. I wondered how something like this could be happening to me as I ate well, exercised, and meditated every day. I initially felt frozen and scared. Then something magical happened one day while I nervously waited for a doctor's appointment. I had asked the nurse for a pen and paper to pass the time and started to doodle. Before I knew it, I began to feel a sense of calm and peace. The more I doodled, the calmer I felt. And in no time, this seemingly frivolous and mindless activity had become a daily spiritual practice. An open-eyed meditation, one that helped me stay focused in the present moment and out of those scary unknown tomorrows. Doodling is about wonderment. It is more than just an activity of distraction. It can take you to a deeper space within, where you can rest within the silence of your heart and connect with the seeds of faith, courage, and hope. Do not overthink. Give yourself permission to trust your intuition and surrender to the process with little concern about the end result. You can use either black ink or colored pens and pencils. Art is all about being able to express yourself without judgment. If you like, you can add some quiet background music, such as instrumental Native American flute or Celtic harp. However, it's preferable not to have the television on or other distractions that can easily pull you out of a quiet space. Let this activity become a healing ritual as it nourishes your spirit from the inside out. As you doodle, be mindful of any mental chatter that may be pulling you out of the present moment into other time zones. If that happens, gently bring yourself back to the present by taking a few deep breaths in and few long breaths out. Breathe in a sense of calm and breathe out anxiety or worry. Focus on that space in between the in-breath and out-breath. That's the portal to the sacred, where the noisy outer world melts into calm. Just as in life, things don't always make sense or present themselves in a tidy, neat package, but it doesn't mean you should judge, avoid, or push them aside. In times like that, it's important to take a reflective pause and a few deep breaths before you take the next step. Exploring the inner garden of life is about exploring that sacred space within, which ultimately dictates the quality of life we will experience in all that comes our way, especially when we find ourselves on an unexpected detour. Yet, even in the midst of the unexpected, we have within the capacity to rise to a new level, to elevate our state of being and align ourselves with the tools necessary to journey through challenging times. It's more than just trying to seek the light at the end of the tunnel. It's about seeing the light along the way and welcoming its presence into our hearts, into that inner garden as we are guided from beginnings, middles, and endings every day. The goal is to become empowered in spite of the unexpected, as opposed to feeling victimized because of the unexpected. At times, it may not feel like a cakewalk, but it's well worth the effort in the long run. How to journey through challenging times. 1. Make a commitment to show up and become your own advocate. 2. Be willing to believe in yourself, even in the midst of outer chaos and confusion. Courage is the power to let go of the familiar and trust the unknown. 3. Nourish and nurture your spirit every day. Don't allow stress to dampen your spirit. 4. Remember, life begins at the end of your comfort zone. So when you find yourself on a detour, learn how to enjoy the scenery along the way. 5. Never give up. Life gives us no more than we have the capacity to handle. Trust the journey. Miracles happen when least expected. Have faith. You truly receive no more than you have the capacity to handle.